My name is Scott Harrington. I'm 44 years old and was born and raised here in Hillsborough. Having gone to college out of state, I moved back to Hillsborough because I've always loved this community and feel that it is my home. I've seen the city and surrounding area grow and develop into the city that it is now. I am proud to be a Hillsborough resident, yet I'm concerned about this Jackson School Road project. As I walk along this road, I know that the neighborhood will never be the same after this road project. The loss of trees, character, and charm will be lost forever. It will have an even deeper impact on me and my family as we live right off the street. So I thought I would take a closer look at the big picture and try and bring some awareness to the project and the true impact. So, what is exactly being proposed for Jackson School Road? The city is currently moving forward with this plan to have a 68-foot wide boulevard cut through the Jackson School area. Many portions of Jackson School already have turn lanes and sidewalks. There's no argument that improvements need to be made to Jackson School, as there are many parts of the road with no sidewalks or streetlights. The community has always supported putting in sidewalks and more street lighting, but there's never been community support to build a large 3-lane road that will encourage more traffic. Jackson School Road has always been a neighborhood road. It was never master planned to be a boulevard through the city of Hillsborough. The current posted speed limit is 35 miles per hour. With this new roadway, cars will be able to even travel faster, and I'm sure that it is a matter of time before the speed limit is increased to 45 miles per hour. So I wondered, what does a road like this look like and feel like? The plan looks great for when you are developing a master plan community from scratch, like the new development in South Hillsborough. But what does this plan look like when it is rebuilt through an existing residential roadway? I got out my measuring tape and went to take a look. I made my way to Northeast Evergreen Road to have a look and do some measuring. This is a busy commuting road that was designed to indeed be just that. This is a picture of Northeast Evergreen Road facing east, just past the intersection of Jackson School Road and Evergreen. To put this into perspective, I measured the roadway in this picture to be 50 feet wide from curb to curb. The Jackson School project will be another 18 feet wider than this section of Evergreen. That is daunting. The new Jackson School Road will be wider than Evergreen Road in this picture. Let me repeat that again. The new Jackson School Road will be wider than Evergreen in this picture. Yes, there'll be bike lanes and sidewalks, but that is a lot of concrete and asphalt for more and more fast traveling vehicles. The speed limit is 45 miles per hour here at this point, and this is the traffic flow that'll be representative as you travel down Jackson School Road after this project is completed. This project will forever change Jackson School Road from a residential connecting street to a major traffic thoroughfare. So I made my way back to Jackson School Road because I wanted to get a feel for the width of the proposed roadway. This picture is facing north on Jackson School Road. In this picture, I measured the roadway to be 30 feet wide. The proposed project will more than double the width of this section. To get the 68-foot wide proposal, you can visually add 19 feet to each side of the road. Again, 19 feet to each side of the road. This picture does indeed show the need for sidewalks and bike lanes, but do we need to expand each side of the road 19 feet to accomplish this? The thought of cutting all these trees and then adding 19 feet of concrete and asphalt to each side of this road makes me very concerned about the scope, intent, and size of this project. This overbuilt boulevard will forever change our community. On many occasions, I've inquired as to why this project needed to be so large. I have never been given an answer. I decided to look into the city's recent residential roadway project that again utilized eminent domain, the taking of private citizens' land, for a road project. The expansion of Southeast Cedar Street is another example of a city project that was overbuilt, over budget, and poorly managed, while at the same time it decimated property values and left innocent homeowners devastated. Southeast Cedar Street is a connecting road between Southeast 32nd Avenue and Southeast Brookwood Parkway, somewhat behind the Sunset Esplanade. Again, as I stand here, this roadway is 57 feet wide, including the planting strips and sidewalk on each side of the road. And the new Jackson School Road will yet again be 11 feet wider than this roadway. That is mind-boggling. As I walk along this road, I feel horrible for the residents that had their property taken by the city. Many left with driveways barely short enough to park their cars on. Yes, this road did need sidewalks and lighting, but the scale of this project was again over the top and not embraced by the community. Why doesn't the city listen to the residents and look for meaningful solutions? As I look down the sterile roadway with pathetically planted trees, it's an obvious example of how the city views roadway expansion. They do what they want and they continually disregard their local citizens. They desire more and more concrete and asphalt at the expense of our beautiful city. So I then wondered, why can't the city just install sidewalks and street lights along Jackson School Road and provide a truly walkable and bikeable roadway? With this thought, I ended up along Glencoe Road and First Street. This is indeed a thoroughfare from downtown Hillsborough on out to Highway 26. The city recently finished installing sidewalks along this road. Again, as I walk down this road, this seems to be a reasonable solution to a roadway with poor or limited sidewalks. The city chose to add sidewalks and manage stormwater runoff without the need to spend millions upon millions of dollars with an unnecessary roadway redesign. So do not tell me that the city cannot scale down this project to mirror the improvements of Glencoe Road and First Street. They're choosing not to. Why again is the city not looking at this as an appropriate and cost-effective solution to Jackson School Road? In all reality, the city's master plan is to connect the three-lane Jackson School Road on through Southeast 5th Street all the way to Southeast Baseline and Southeast Oak Street. Their vision is to have a significant three-lane roadway through our community. So with that said, if you live on Southeast 5th Street, be ready, because the city has plans to come through, take your property through eminent domain, and to expand the roadway on Southeast 5th Street to connect to the expanded Jackson School Road. Again, this will be very detrimental to the downtown Hillsborough community as we know it. This will be another example of the city devastating our residential community. Why does the city insist on making Jackson School Road the widest arterial road around? The current design has Jackson School Road wider than Glencoe Road and First Street, wider than Evergreen, and wider than Northeast 25th. Is there a desire to increase traffic and vehicle speed while at the same time decreasing home values? If that is their desire, then they have indeed met their goals. This will be one of the widest and most intrusive residential road rebuilds that the city has ever done. Is this the vision of our mayor and city council? It seems to be, and I am indeed troubled. As I look up and down Jackson School Road, the changes will be devastating. Our community will be negatively impacted forever. Over 300 trees will be cut down, and this will forever have a negative ecological impact. Our property values will fall. As you look at these pictures, the city is taking land through eminent domain on both sides of the road. This roadway will lose its charm and beauty to be replaced with a barren and sterile asphalt and concrete roadway. I was also intrigued on the budget of this project. The current project was originally budgeted at $5 million. It's currently estimated to cost $19 million, and it is not even put out for bid yet. It will most likely cost over $25 million to do this project. Is this how the city manages our tax dollars? Are there just millions of extra dollars laying around for poorly budgeted and managed projects? Maybe it's time to start asking some questions about other projects. For example, the expansion of Golden Road and Century Boulevard and the Hillsborough Airport. We have elected a mayor and city council to be stewards of our city and tax dollars, and maybe it's time for them to answer and justify these types of projects. I encourage you to call or email the mayor and city councilors. It is time for the city to truly start listening to the needs and desires of this community. If we do not become involved, then the city that we all know and love will forever be impacted by the poor decisions of a chosen few. Here are the names of our elected city council members. I encourage you to reach out and contact them. Feel free to email or call them. I did have to chuckle as none of the council members have any emails listed on the city website. So you're not allowed to email them directly. We trust them to run our city, but they do not trust us to have their email. Seems odd to me. So you must use a mail form that is embedded in the city's website. The link to contact the city council is at the bottom of their webpage. To find this page, just Google City of Hillsborough City Council. You can also call the Council's office at 503 681 6269. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I think the information is important. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions or thought. I think it's time for action. I think it's extremely important that we become engaged and we make sure that we are going to keep the city that we want and not let the chosen few make poor decisions that will have negative impacts that we will never be able to undo.